guys, and welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you guys are new here. My name is Maria, or it's MJ here on YouTube. So in today's video, you guys, I have a tag video. I told you guys I love to do tags. It's just I don't like to do them back to back, but they're easier for me to film. So today I am on a time crunch, and this is the video that I decided to do for today. So in today's video, we'll be doing the 2020 throwback questions, just a bunch of questions, and they're all correlated to 2020. What was my least favorite, my most favorite, first purchase, etc. How many perfumes do I have in my collection? How many have I decluttered? All that good jazz. And I was tagged by my boo, Bex or Becky. Y'all, did y'all hear that? Like, I went like this and my neck just cracked. But anywho, so I was tagged by my boo. I'll link her video down below, and I'll be tagging a couple of people. And before we get started, let me say who I'm gonna tag, because I already know that I'm gonna forget. So I'm gonna tag Aisha. I'm gonna tag Gabby from Gabby Loves Perfumes. I want to tag a guy. I'm gonna tag Scented Waters because he's cool or whatever. And I think that's about it. If you want to do this video, of course, you can always do the video. You don't need me to tag you, just do the video. All right, so we're on and popping. So I'm gonna go right into it. I'm not even gonna beat around the bush. I'm just gonna go into the questions. The first question is, what was your first fragrance purchase of 2020? Now, I had to go back into my video, and I remember that I hauled Gold Couture, I hauled Cloud, but I want to say that my first purchase was Juliet Has a Gun, Not a Perfume, and I got rid of that perfume, so I no longer have it. It wasn't a bad scent. It's just I couldn't really smell it on myself. So, and it is a pricey one, so I feel like what's the point of having it? And since the very beginning I mentioned I'm not a collector. If I don't like something, it's gotta go. No regrets. Also, if you guys see me looking to the side and stuff, I have a new camera, so I'm trying to focus on the viewfinder and also the camera at the same time, so it's a little weird for me, so I'm just trying to get used to it. All right, second question is, what was your last fragrance purchase of 2020? And my last purchase for 2020 was Killian's Angel's Share. Look at that bottle. This bottle is freaking gorgeous. I have a full video review on this perfume. If you guys are interested, I'll link it down below and above. I'm not gonna go into it because I already have a whole review. It's a nice scent. Do I think it's worth the price? Not really. Would I repurchase it? Not really. But I really do love the smell of it, and that's why I've decided to keep it. Like, oh, especially that opening is I want to say the proper term is orgasmic. Like, I really love the opening. So that's Killian Angel's Share. Pretty sure that I got this right before New Year's. I wore this one to work yesterday. Also, update with this one, I think that less is more. As I mentioned in my full-on review, I said that I don't think it's worth the price, because even though it lasts a very long time, I didn't find it to be a projection monster as the way that I expected it to be. But I honestly feel like I was anosmic to it, because I wore this one working from home the other day. You know, I was just here by myself. I wanted to feel bougie, so I put this one on, and I just was craving this like scent. And I sprayed only my pulse points, and I kept smelling myself the entire day. So with this one, I will say that less is more. So just an update on that. All right, the third question is, what was your favorite fragrance purchase of 2020? Obviously, and I couldn't decide, honestly, so I went with two, and I went with Roberto Cavalli Gemma di Paradiso. As you guys can see, I'm essentially done. Like, it's to the point that I can't really spray this one anymore. So Gemma di Paradiso was one of my favorites. I have a lot of favorites, honestly, but you know, I gotta pick the top of the top, I guess. And the other one is Dolce Gabbana, the Only One Intense. And this is another one that I also got kind of like during like fall-ish or whatever. And I did a whole on review on this perfume because I just, oh, like, it's so good. The other one, Gemma, is like more like a fresh floral vanilla, and this one is just like a creamy, smooth, buttery. Like, it's super good. If you are into creamy white florals, highly recommend. 10 out of 10. That is the Only One Intense, and I also have a full-on review on this particular perfume. What was your least favorite fragrance purchase of 2020? Obviously, I gotta stop saying 2020, like, of course it's a throwback tag. But my least favorite fragrance purchase, you guys are gonna hate me for this one because I know this is a favorite of a lot of people, but it is what it is. I don't like it. And this is Olympia Intense. I was super excited about that perfume. I wanted it for quite a while. I had from Be Layered Fuck Me, and that one, literally, if you look at the notes in comparison to Olympia, they have very similar notes. Fuck Me from Be Layered is one of their own creations, but low-key, it's a clone. Okay, I don't care what they say. It's a clone of Olympia. Super similar notes. And also Caramel Overdose is a clone of Love from Killian. So Love Don't Be Shy from Killian. But anywho, so for that reason, since I had Fuck Me, I decided to go for the intense version of Olympia, which is Olympia Intense. I got it and I could not with that perfume. It was so thick and heavy and it made me just nauseous. And oh, like, to the point that I really liked, like, I really liked that perfume. But after experiencing the Only One Intense, I just couldn't with anything that smelled remotely similar to that. It was a savory, like a savory, salty, thick, heavy amber. It was too much. It was doing too much. And gold sugar. That one on me smelled like literal just spoiled, straight up spoiled milk. I could not. I think that one has lemon and milk if I'm not mistaken, but point is that on me just smelled like a disaster. I couldn't. It smelled like baby vomit. Like, I couldn't. So those two, I guess, were the worst least favorite purchases of 2020. What was the first fragrance you decluttered? This was pretty easy for me actually, because I do have a Mercier, so I just went back to my arsenal to the you know, perfumes that I've sold from there, and that was Madonna Truth or Dare Naked. First perfume that I decluttered. I also have a full-on review on that perfume. Super excited for it. I think it has benzoin, but it just smelled too vintage for me, and it's a celebrity perfume, and during the time that I got it, it was during the time that it was kind of like hard to find, and it felt like a gem if you found it. And yeah, I didn't get it at the best price, and it's a celebrity perfume once again, and I feel like I paid way too much for it, so I got rid of it. It smelled like something like my grandma would wear, so no shade, no tea if you like it, but it is what it is. What was the last fragrance you decluttered? Same thing. I just went to my Mercari arsenal in 2020. I decluttered. You guys are gonna be surprised by this one, but I decluttered Express Capri Coast. I wore it. It was nice. I liked it. I had it, and I got rid of it. I just got over it. For me, that one is a combination between Ariana Grande Cloud and the Sol de Janeiro the cream, not the cream, the mist, and not the perfume, but the mist. And it had like a mist quality, and I enjoyed it while I had it. I would wear that one to sleep, to go around, like to be around the house, to do errands. I even wore it to go to the beach. So it had like just like soft and airy quality about it, and it was nice. I didn't declutter it because I didn't like the scent of it. I liked it. It's just as my collection kept growing, I get rid of stuff, and it just didn't fit in my collection anymore. I would just rather wear something else. I would even wear something like bougie because I want to feel bougie to the beach. So it just was adding space in my collection. I no longer needed it. What fragrance did you repurchase? So I repurchased Gemma di Paradiso because I saw that I was running out. So I'm still using this one, but I also started using the bigger bottle. So my bigger bottle also has a dent in it already, but I still use this one from time to time. I use this one. I use the other one mostly like if I'm using, this is gonna sound crazy, if I'm just using Gemma alone, and I use this one as a topper, like as a, like to mix. I know it's crazy, call me crazy. And another one that I repurchased is Alien Eau Sublime. Gorgeous bottle. I love the color of this one, but I purchased this one because I had heard that it was getting discontinued, and I love this one. But yeah, I heard that it was getting discontinued, and I did remember that it was hard to find. So when it came in stock on Fragrance Net, and it hadn't in a while, I bought a backup. So this is one that I purchased again. And yeah, so that's Alien Eau Sublime. I love to layer that one within the stars. Ooh, it just smells like a lemonade, but with Alien. Oh, it smells super good. Try it. Thank me later. The next question is, what fragrance did you wish you purchased in 2020? And a fragrance that I wish I purchased in 2020 was La Vie est Belle en Rose. I went to Ulta the other day to try the new Jimmy Choo perfume. I'm not gonna give too much details because, so maybe it's not a French kiss yet because technically I didn't fully smell it because the top part was broken, so I was literally like pressing the little thingy and sniffing my fingers. But the little bit that I smelled, it just smelled like peach jam, like very realistic, like it smells super good. But it doesn't deserve a French kiss yet because I didn't technically fully spray it on myself, so I'm gonna reserve my thoughts and I'll go back to it to smell it. But that day I smelled La Vie Est Belle on Rose. I think I mentioned before that I had La Vie Est Belle, I had La Vie Est Belle Intense, and I gave La Vie Est Belle to my mom. It smells amazing on her. She fully used the bottle, and then I gave her the only one the only one intense, wow. And then I gave her La Vie Est Belle Intense, and she's moving on to using that full bottle as well. And I love the smell of La Vie Est Belle. It's just, for me, it's too much. So I want a version of it, and I smelled on Rose, and I had one spray in my inner elbow, and I had other perfumes around me, but the one that just like I kept smelling throughout the whole entire day was La Vie Est Belle on Rose, and that is one that I'm going to get. Also, I want to know if you guys find that one a little bit waxy. Like in the opening it smelled a little waxy to me, but point is it was super good. So that is one that I kept smelling on me, and I was like, damn, like should have gotten it last year, but whatever, the year is young, I could still get it. What was the most expensive fragrance you purchased? I'm gonna say it was Killian Angel's Share or Love Don't Be Shy. Which one is more expensive? I think it's Killian Angel's Share is the most expensive one. So this is the most expensive that I purchased of 2020. What was the least expensive fragrance you purchased? And I'm going to say that it was Laura Mercier Eau Gourmande. Now I didn't pay, pretty sure I didn't pay the $12 that this one really retails for, like at Marshall's and TJ Maxx and stuff like that. I think I paid a little bit more because I bought it on Mercari, I'm pretty sure, but I always have Mercari credits, so I'm pretty sure I didn't pay that much, you know, so I probably did pay $12. But Laura Mercier Eau Gourmande, and as you guys can see, I have used this one quite a lot as well because I really used this one in the springtime and summer, and ironically, I didn't really use it in the fall and winter because I had so many new purchases during that time that I wasn't using this one. But in the spring and summer, I was eating this one up. This one's just like very creamy and but it's fresh at the same time. It's a very different, unique one. So Laura Mercier Eau Gourmande, and I always say that if you have Un Bois Veni similar to that one, or if you want Un Bois Veni but you don't want to pay that price though, this one is super similar to Un Bois Veni. All right, how many fragrance did you purchase in 2020 and or were gifted to you? Now I'm gonna be real with you guys, I don't count because I don't care, and that's that. I saw this question and I didn't care to count because this to me is a hobby. I don't keep inventory of my stock. I keep inventory of my jewelry company stock. I keep inventory of the accounts from my job, like my, you know, regular Monday to Friday job. That's about it. This is a hobby to me. I enjoy it. I buy. I don't like, I get rid of. I don't like, I sell. I don't like, I give away. So I don't really keep inventory. I don't keep track of the stuff that I buy. Is it a good thing? Maybe. But once again, I sell, so I make my money back, or a portion of my money back. You know, just being real with you guys. I have companies that send me perfumes, not all the time, but I do. I feel like the point of tracking your perfumes is to know how much you have. That way you're not spending too much. But once again, like, I spend, but I also make a portion of it back, and it's a hobby at the end of the day, and it's like any other hobby, it's money's gonna come out. I don't know, it's just it's a hobby. I just don't like, that's just the way I function. I only keep track of things that are more of a business to me, and this is not really a business transaction, even though I'll do a collaboration or whatever like that, and that is a business transaction at the end of the day. But I just don't care to keep inventory. I buy, I give away, I buy, I sell. So I don't know. But I'm pretty sure that it's less than 100 because I have a little bit of OCD and it drives me insane. Even low-key, even just having 20 perfumes, that drives me insane looking at it. So I do declutter quite often, and a lot of the times I purchase stuff that I've never even talked about on this channel. A lot of the times I've smelled stuff that you guys don't even know that I've smelled before because I just won't talk about it. I didn't like it, I'll get rid of it, and that's it. So this is to me just a hobby. So less than 100. in fewer words, less than 100. How many fragrances did you declutter? Now this one I wasn't gonna count, but I feel like you guys are already mad at me that I didn't give you a number. So I did go to my Mercari and I counted, and it was 44 perfumes that I decluttered in 2020. Is it? Probably a little bit more. Well, I don't remember if I included the ones from this year, but 44 I counted and I'm not going back. All right, so do you regret decluttering a fragrance? And I don't actually regret decluttering anything. Like, once again, like if I don't like it, it goes away and I don't mind it. I don't have what's that thing called, buyer's remorse? Is it called that? I don't know, it's a marketing term and I forgot what it's called. But I don't really get that. But I will say there is one perfume that I don't know if I would repurchase, but there's a slight bit of me that kind of regrets getting rid of it, and that is Chanel Coco Mad. That is such a gorgeous scent. I love it on people. I fell in love with it when I smelled it on this woman. That was her signature scent, and every time she was in the office I knew that she was there because I could smell her perfume. It's such an elegant, effortless, classy, just everyday. You're not trying too hard, but it's like low-key bougie, and those are my favorites. And it's such a beautiful perfume, definitely like an everyday perfume. And I decluttered it because I had Sophia, and I gravitated more towards Sophia because that's just something I would spray on every day, and I didn't even think about it. Super cheap, I didn't care. So I was wearing Sophia more than Coco Mad, and I never found myself reaching for Coco Mad. Even though I love the scent, I never found myself reaching for it. Then I got other perfumes that have that similar luxury, effortless vibe, like Livre, and I found myself reaching more for Livre. And then I started adding more into my collection of those like effortless, classy, you know, womanly type of perfumes, and I never found myself reaching for Coco Mad, so I got rid of it. But it's still a beautiful scent, and every time I smell it on someone, I'm like, damn, like I low-key wish I had it, and I low-key wish that I can just go home and spray myself with it, but I no longer have it. I do plan on getting a version of a Chanel in my collection. I just haven't decided. There's Coco, there's Coco Noir. I mean, there's a couple, not the EDT versions though. I don't really care for those. But I do plan on adding another one into my collection, or Coco Mad Intense, because that one is sweeter and it's just such classic to me. So I will say that there is a little bit of remorse of decluttering that one. Okay, so next question is, what was your biggest dent in 2020? Now I have a couple of dents because I don't just call it a day. I mean, that's what I do. So I do have a couple of dents, but I will say that my biggest dent in 2020, I don't know. I have Valentino Donna Born in Roma, and as you can see, I'm already halfway, and I got this one towards the end of the year. So there's that. But I think I'm going to go with instead La Nuit Trésor à la Folie. This is one that I received in the fall. I used this one more in like the winter that we have here in Florida. Like, I want to say that I used it more in like November, December time, and I'm already halfway done because it's just, in the beginning I was like, oh, this is just like the easygoing of the original La Nuit Trésor, but this one is so good. It's such a flirty, feminine, pretty girl perfume, and I love it. And I like to wear this on its own, but I also use it a lot to layer. And this is a combo that I do quite often, actually. So this combo I really like because it's super just like feminine, pretty, like flirty. Like if you just want to feel like a pretty girl, bomb ass combo. All right, and the last question is, what fragrance did you not wear or you wore the least? And I literally had to look at my collection and be like, damn, because I make it an effort. That's why I declutter quite often, because my collection is very curated and I wear every single thing. Not saying that if you have a lot of perfumes you're not going to wear every single thing, but I think it's more realistic, you know, to say that if you have a more curated collection, you're going to wear shit more often. Unless you're like T and you have a big ass collection and you're just like, you overspray the crap out of stuff. So you know that she's just a different story. But for the everyday consumer, actually I'm not even the everyday person, not gonna lie, because y'all don't be spraying. But anywho, The perfume that I wore the least, and I had to like look into my collection and be like, oh snap, like I didn't really wear you. And it's not that I don't like it, it's just I didn't find, this is a perfume for a special occasion, okay? And this is Marc Jacobs Decadence. I actually put on the little thingy just for you guys, but usually I just have it like that, and then I have that little thingy in the back. This is one that I got either it was in January, February of 2020, or I got December, November of 2019, probably December of 2019. And I was dying for winter, fall to come around to wear this, and I never seemed to wear it. Because fall and winter I just had a lot of perfumes coming in, so I was just trying out a lot of stuff, and this one just, you know, just was going back in the back, and I was forgetting about it essentially. So I would wear this one in the springtime, you guys. I was wearing this one in the springtime to go to sleep, but it wasn't like, you know, I would just do a to go to sleep, because this is a pretty strong one. I still overspray, and I'll explain when, but it's, you know, it's just I wanted to smell it. It's so good. It's like an oriental plum. It's a little bit spicy, and I just find this scent to be so not smexy, sexy. I really do. So this Dent, essentially, I curated because in December, actually, I went to a quinces and I oversprayed the crap out of myself. So this little damage is essentially of one wear, because the times that I would wear it to go to sleep and it wasn't like an everyday thing was 1, 2, and with that I wouldn't really create this dent. So that's about like 25% gone, I say. And yeah, that was one wear, but I wore it to go to a quinces and I just smelled so good. I'm gonna spray it in the air just because y'all, this is one that I think I'm gonna keep for a very long time, and if I ever run out, I definitely 100% would repurchase. This is a very unique perfume you do not smell often. This is one that if you want to stand out, Marc Jacobs Decadence. And that was my plan for that day. I wanted to smell different, I wanted to stand out, so Marc Jacobs Decadence, y'all. Like, damn, this shit smells rich. You smell rich. So I think that is the last of the questions. Yep, that's it. So that's pretty much it for today's video, you guys. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Hopefully I was in focus, hopefully I wasn't staring everywhere but where I'm supposed to be looking at, because I know that's really annoying. But yeah, if you guys have not subscribed already, please subscribe, give this video a thumbs up. Of course, only if you enjoyed it. And as always, I hope you guys have a beautiful and wonderful and blessed day, and I'll be catching you guys in the next one. Bye guys.